Hi there, it's Ryan Haley with Atlantic Shores, and today I want to welcome you back to our podcast. Today's topic that I wanted to go over is somewhat timely as we are quickly approaching the spring real estate market here in Ocean City. And one of the questions I'm getting very frequently from both buyers and sellers is, how's the market? What's going on in the market? What's the state of the market? And both buyers and sellers are trying to get a gauge on the market to help them in better determining when the best time is to maybe make a move. Whether it's buying, when's the best time to get in to possibly get the best deal, and or if they are selling, when is the best time to get the property on the market to be able to take advantage of what we're going to be seeing here in the next couple months, the equivalent of the spring market. So what I thought I would share with you today is just kind of a recap as to what we're seeing right now, and what I'm going to, give my best guess as what we'll see in the next 6 months to a year. And the big trending theme we have here at the beach in Ocean City is really inventory. No matter who you talk to when it comes to real estate in Ocean City, whether it's a buyer's agent who's out working with a lot of buyers, and or if it's a seller's agent, the theme we keep hearing is that we have a lack of inventory right now. And when we look at the numbers, that is very much the case. Currently today, we have 525 active properties for sale in the 10 miles of beach here in Ocean City, which is a very low number, especially going into a spring market. So 525 active. Currently pending for sale, we have 146 properties on the island. And then here's the interesting number. So we have 525 active today, but if we look at the last year, the last 12 months, we sold 1,326 properties on the island here. So with the inventory we have today, it would be very difficult to hit that 1,326 properties, just because there's not that many that are out there for sale. So at this pace, right now the market, we're selling 110 properties per month if we continue on with the pace we've seen the last 12 months. Now, what I'm personally starting to see is the pace has been consistent, but it actually might even be trending up a little bit. So we do need inventory, and we're hoping that in the next couple months we'll see some natural inventory come on. But as a seller, that is something you want to keep an eye on. And if you've thought about selling, just kicked it around, trying to figure out when the best time to sell might be, I think you really do want to take a good hard look at this upcoming spring market. Lack of inventory makes your property stand out. Increased demand, when you look at supply and demand, that typically hedges on the side of the seller. So when we dig a little bit deeper and we actually look at some more data, one thing that I've been following and is starting to change here is our absorption rate. And so the question is, what is absorption rate? And really what that is, it's the rate at which homes are sold in a specific market during a given period of time. So what you're going to do is you're going to divide the average number of sales per month by the total number of available homes. So right now we're at 110 sales a month, and we've got 525 active for sale. So what does that equate to? Right now we have an absorption rate of 20.1%. And when we look at the monthly supply, that comes out to just under 5 months, 0.49 months. So if no new inventory came on the market as of today, and we went and sold all of our properties, it would take us 0.49 months, just under 5 months to sell everything we have. So when you're looking at those numbers, what points to a seller's market traditionally is anything less than 6 months average, less than 6 months to sell through all your property. Most people think 6 months is the balanced market. Anything less than 6 months is going to start to be more of a seller's market. And like I said, we're at 0.49. Also, when looking at the absorption rate, anything that is greater than 20% absorption rate signals a seller's market. And we're at 20.1. So we're just above that number. Conversely, anything less than 15% absorption rate typically will indicate a buyer's market. So we've crossed over those critical lines. We're at 20.1 on the absorption rate, 4.9 months. That's equaling a seller's market here for the spring. One last piece of data, which I've started to look at, which I find interesting, and this is another thing that a seller and buyer want to look at, and that's the odds of selling index. Typically, even in a hot real estate market, the odds of selling a property are typically not more than 50%. So 50% of the homes that come on the market still typically will not sell for one reason or another, whether it's pricing, it's condition, it's location. So I decided to look at the odds of selling index here for Ocean City. And the way you calculate that is you take the number of sales in the last 6 months, divide that number by the number of new listings in the last 6 months. So we've had 666 sales, ironically, interesting number there, in the last 6 months. And the number of new listings that have come on during that period is 839. So we take 660 divided by 839. That's giving us a very interesting number of 79%. So right now, what we're experiencing here in Ocean City is that 70% of the new listings, 79% of the new listings that are coming on the market are actually selling. So that really translates into a good opportunity if you're thinking about selling your property. And I'd certainly love to talk to you about that, because that is the one thing that we're really focusing on right now, is trying to find good inventory that would be available for our buyers in the spring market. So kind of in recap here, we've got a strong market, especially on the seller side right now. Inventory is low, demand is high. Interest rates have remained low, which makes it a very attractive time for a buyer here to be able to borrow money. And one thing to think about, if you're trying to get in here before the summer season, we still have some time. So, I would make a trip to the beach here. I'd start talking to your realtor as to what properties you want to take a look at. Plan some time to get down here. If you buy today, or you make an offer today, you're still looking at 45 days to 60 days before you actually settle on that property. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have enough time to be able to get the property. If you have to do any kind of repairs to it or get it upgraded for the summer season, you still have time to do that. And or if you're going to be renting the property out, the sooner you buy in the spring gives you more time to book some of those rentals. So that's a little recap for you here. Should you have any additional questions about the real estate market here in Ocean City and or any other locations, whether it be Ocean Pines, Berlin, Bishopville, all of the Delaware beaches, I would love to assist you in getting you some data and giving you some numbers for those specific areas. So thanks again for tuning in. Until next time, have a great day.